Hey guys, it's just me, Crimson Clover, aka Andrea. So I decided that I needed to do the full moon reading for my Patreon. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm just spreading out the decks. Sorry. Okay, guys, let's get this party started. Okay, what is the current energy, spirit? I'm going to first call in everyone's spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, beloved departed loved ones, and ancestors for any kind of readings that are from my specific collective. What do we need to know? So this full moon is in Cancer right now. So Cancer is all about the feeling, emotions, family, healing. Energy of this full moon. What is the energy of this full moon? Ah, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Funny enough. The Dream Weaver. The collective good, illusions. So the moon, the Cancer is literally its planet is literally ruled by the moon, so divine protect perfection. It's another card. So what do you need to perfect about this month? Dreams. The Queen of Cups. You are this Queen of Cups. Very emotional. She's very intuitive. You need to follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow your dreams. 8. It's funny too today. This is really interesting. It's funny today is also the 17th. And that also adds up to 8. So the Dream Walker. The Queen of Cups is very dreamlike too, and she's just like the Queen of Cups can also be attached to Pisces, and also Scorpio is also water signs too. So even though this is Cancer kind of energy, I know there's a conjunction with Pluto in the Sun right now, which is in Capricorn, and then something to do with Pluto in conjunction. I'm not an astrologer, but I do sort of pay attention to it. So it's making it extra emotional right now, and Pluto's all about like death and transformation, and then also there's Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde right now. So the collective good. So what is the collective good, right? Dreams, the dream walker. Cancer's also a very people sign, like emotions, and it's just like it's a very caring sign. So it's just like this queen cares a lot about the people in her life, and she follows her intuition when it comes to things. She's also very nurturing and she's very healing. So it's just like I'm getting for some people, it's just like really dropping into that heart space of what you're here to do. And you're here to help bring in like when you follow your dreams, you're really helping heal the collective good because she is a healer, right? So it's like divine perfections. Like I feel like someone needs to hear this is like you are perfect regardless of who you are, what you believe in, like who you're attracted to, how you want to live your life. Like it doesn't matter. Um, and it's like divine, profound, divine. It's like someone's really emotional. It's just feeling kind of in the dumps, and it's just like you are perfect the way you are, and spirit wants you to know that your loved ones are safe. Um, this is also the wolf moon. So this, you and your loved ones are safe. It's just kind of like worry. I just heard worry. Like people are really worried about. This is also Blue. Sorry, I'm bringing up. There's all. This is also Blue Monday, which is also the most depressing fucking day of the whole fucking year, apparently, because it's just like after Christmas. It's in the middle. Like it's the year's just starting to get on and stuff. So it's just like you and your loved ones are safe. So what I'm feeling with this is like your loved ones are also protected, right? Your loved ones are protected if you're feeling emotional and worried about situations, dreams. It's also about seeing, it's like seeing the illusions around you. Things are an illusion. All of this is an illusion. Everything that we create is an illusion to an extent with our emotions. Your emotions can cause you to see to make illusions about things, and it's just like, is it really there or is it not, right? Like I'm getting a lot of fear. Like people are really fearful about their like family and what this year has to hold. I'm getting um so far. Okay, let's get some more. What is the energy currently in? 6 minutes in. A time for healing. It's a time for healing with this full moon. Cycles of growth, natural law, divine order, sisters of the seasons. Letting go of things, purification. Fuck, people always come in and out right when I'm doing a tarot read. Ugh. I need to move, people. Purification. So this is about letting go. The full moon is about letting go and purging and letting old toxic things go, thoughts, emotions. Okay, what do you need to, and funny, it's like, what do you need to let transform into your life? With this card. You're not letting something transform. You're not letting yourself transform. What do you need to let go of? And to purify it. And I'm being compelled to read from the book for some reason. From a book. Sometimes lately they've been making me read from the book and I don't really understand why. They're like, look at that. Change, new beginnings, endings, transformation. So like the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. Let go of the past. Don't fear the being true to yourself. One door closes, another opens. A parting of the ways. Accepting the inevitable. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Accepting the cycles of change. So cycles of growth, literally cycles of growth, right? So you, and the 7th, oh, for fuck's sake, you can't make this shit up. The 17th. It's the fucking 17th today. What the fuck, spirit? So cycles of growth literally means it's just like I'm getting like this, the illusion of the spiral, right? Like it's like it's constantly re-evolving over itself, and it's like when it's spiraling, it's like you're letting old go of old things and letting new energy come in. So it's like, not what do you need to let end, and it's like from the past and time for healing, and it's like to purify that and heal within our souls. What kind of toxic thinking do we need to let go of? Maybe where toxic thinking is that we need to let go of not believing in ourselves, not believing in the change that we are trying to create with our dreams, right? And doubting our dreams. Here. And not trusting our intuition, right? And giving that love to ourselves. That makes a lot of sense. This might be a longer than 20 minutes today, but that's okay. More energy. Confidence is key to success. This energy is bringing divine guidance, higher knowing. So again, intuition. There's like a weird higher knowing that something isn't right for you, or it's time to let go of some things, and trusting in your intuition. Discernment, which is really interesting. and focusing on your skills. So discernment literally is meaning it's like it's like not judging, but like, how do I explain this? So I'm being brought back to this illusions at the same time, right? So it's important to follow your dreams, but then it's also this discernment, and I'm getting with the illusions, and that sometimes we create a lot of illusions within our reality, and I'm getting something to do with old belief systems. This isn't so much about your dreams. They're not saying to like just use discernment with your dreams, but it's just like old belief systems, believe like what you believe in, how you perceive this world, and this is even to the people that are in the spiritual community, is that like I'm getting something to do with like hyper fixating on something, right? Like focusing too hard on a specific something and not letting it go. And it's just something to do with certain concepts, because it's like the reason why discernment is so important is that you can believe what you want to believe, but there also needs to be a certain amount of critical thinking and analytical thinking within what you believe in. It can't just be like, oh, well, I believe in this, and so that's the way it is. No, like it's for the collective good, right? So it's like, it's for the collective good, and it's about considering other people, because cancer cares a shit ton about fucking people. Let me tell you, they care. It's about family, right? So family can be also be an extension of collective of our of the people in our community, right? So it's just like, if you legitimately care about people, then there's certain concepts, and I'm not going to say certain concepts because that doesn't matter, but it's just like Spirit really wants you to look in the mirror and be like, is this for the highest good of all? Is what I believe in, where does the roots come in for, right? So it's just like this hyper fixating is just like with this, even though it came up upright, it's just like I feel like reading it for some reason. Again, they're like, read it. I can hear them say it. Read it. Fine. I'm also trying to, they just said something to me. They're like, we want you to think from the book because we want you to help take the stigma away from people reading tarot from the book. Because there's a lot of people that are really good tarot readers, and that have certain like not disabilities within themselves, but so many tarot readers are like, oh no, don't read from the tarot book. You should just be using intuition, and you should just. Some people are not able to memorize every single detail about tarot, but that doesn't mean that they're bad at reading tarot. So that's my little rant for tonight. See, letting go of different concepts. Like that's the other thing. What do like? Why do people need to read? Like it's intuitive, but why do people have to memorize it, right? There's a shit ton of cards, and you're kind of cutting people off and being really rigid when you don't let people read from the book, because there's so many good people that are actually really good at reading it. And it's not about memorizing the meaning. It's connecting the dots tarot, right? And it's connecting it to people's lives and connecting the cards together. So proficiency, diligence, discipline, knowledge, dedicated to the job, patient production, perseverance paying off, painstaking attention, repetitive or boring situations, training for a new skill, widening your knowledge. So widening your knowledge could be that you need to also be letting go of those certain concepts, because you need to widen your knowledge about that specific concept. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to use starseeds for an example. I hate to say it, but starseeds, it is based in white supremacy, and I hate, if you are from on my Patreon, I'm sorry that's if you believe in starseeds, but I do not believe in starseeds, because starseeds are rooted in white supremacy. You literally have categories for different types of fucking races, and it's just like you have a reptilian race. So what happens if somebody is told that they're from the reptilian race, right? So it's like, what is someone supposed to do with that information, right? Like, because like, so they're an inferior race of starseeds. You know what I mean? Like we already have inferior, we already label people as inferior based off of their race already in the 3D. So why would we make more of it, right? Like, so that's widening your knowledge, and it's of the collective good, right? So, and this isn't just about picking and choosing and following your intuition. You actually have to still use discernment. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. You still need to use discernment about certain things because you can harm people. There's a cause and effect to everything, right? Like, and then confidence is your key to success. And they're just saying right now, confidence is key to your success, but it's not about forgetting things and being blind to other things. Confidence only goes so far. Okay, Spirit's on a rant tonight. How can I drop into my heart space to heal, to hear my true self? Sorry, I couldn't read my own fucking writing. The answers the answers you need are coming. Okay. But how do we, full moon in Gemini. Survival, false promises, 19. Empowered service. So being of service of some sorts to thing. So being of service. Roll the light. And this is making me think, because it's kind of a pinky color already, it's making me think of a heart chakra, which can actually be pink, and being in balance within things, right? So how we can drop into our heart center is by empowered service. Is like, how can we be of service to spirit, right? I want more tarot for some reason. Someone's not pursuing their passions, and we need to remove these swords. I want more tarot. They're like, more tarot. Like, so empowered service, someone is not wanting to work as a team with people, right? Or not wanting to work with people, and it's like making you isolated. So when you do that, you make yourself isolated, and that's how you pull these swords out. It's also making you, okay, I want to read from the book for some reason again. New beginnings, originally creative vision, fresh start, adventure, have belief in your abilities. So if someone isn't believing in their abilities, know the right way forward. Someone doesn't know the right way. Face up to the facts. Sexual initiative is now required. Act the inspirational ideas. Come up with a solution to a problem. Feeling excited, being passionate about life. So, okay. I'm getting a picture now. Like, so you've been in survival mode, right? Like things are really out of balance when it comes to income. You have your swords in the back, and the way that you can turn these swords off is to come together with people in your, like, this is also weirdly reminding, like, because it's also teamwork, but it's also like working as a team to help to bring better good, and that's how you can drop into your heart space, and hear your true self. And it's an empowered service. Like when you come together as a team, it's an empowered service, right? Which can help heal your heart. This is being tied into my next question, because you've been in survival mode with a lot of things, and in life, and just surviving and not really thriving, right? And it's like not following your passions. And when you look at what you're serving to people and how you're helping people, you can it's connection, right? So it's connecting with, allowing yourself to connect with other people as a team and collaborating with other people, right? Because that also brings healing, and that's also for the collective good as well. Um, and surrounding yourself with people that bring positivity is also how you hear your true self. And people will help guide you through that as well. I want to read the three of Pentacles for some reason. Well, I just said I already explained, but for some reason I keep saying for some reason. Skill, cooperation, teamwork, planning, professional growth, material gain, proving yourself a competent strategy, being aware of your potential, getting together with others, team spirit, recognition of skill, being obsessed with the detail, too dependent on others' opinions. So I feel like with this Pentacles is like you might be in a situation where you're not really being valued, and people are just kind of not valuing you and what you have to offer. So it's just like Spirit is saying, who are you surrounding yourself with, right? Like, and the answers you need are coming. So it's like with the people that you're surrounded with, like, I feel like, so when you're with people, sometimes Spirit communicates through the people that are around you. So if you're spending time with people around you, it's like they're indirectly giving you answers to the answers that you seek. And I'm getting something about like the people around you that you're seeking answers, and like weird what is going on with something, right? Like what is going on here? What is happening, right? Like, and I'm like, what answers, what's this about? And they're not telling me. I'm just like, okay, so what does that mean? They're like, it's just to look around in the people, like in like your work, like your environment, if that makes sense. Interesting. How can we heal aspects of ourselves? How can we heal aspects about ourselves? Show the world the real you by getting out of your comfort zone. I hate to say it. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and see, I can't make this shit up. I said cause and effect. There's a cause and effect to everything. So when you put your real self out there, you're attracting like-minded people into your team, right? So sacred ecosystem. I'm not really sure what that would mean. Sacred ecosystem. Sorry, I have the book. I think I have the book right here. Oh my god, guys. I'm sorry. I think it's in here. I'm sorry, guys. This book is not in here. Aha! It is in there. Welcome to Crimson Close and Tarot reading. So, sacred ecosystem. Sorry, I really wanted to read that. Number 26. Because I'm not really sure what that means. I feel like sacred ecosystem, it has something to do with like it's like a web, like it's all intertwined with each other, right? And it's like it's sacred. Like we have to be more respectful of these things because it is very sacred, that because we're all connected, and that's what Spirit is getting all ups and arms about right now these days, is that there's not enough respect for each other. So the cause and effect is like, so now we've caught the effect of this is that um forced these ourselves to be in certain things, like to be in certain ideas and illusions, right? And it's all an illusion. It's just like we have this idea of what how we're like our society creates this, our community for some reason is making me think of like, because it's just like cold, um like we're not really coming anymore together as a team in order to make shifts in our life. So it's just like, how do we heal ourselves? Is that and heal these aspects is that we have to come out with ourselves, come out of our shells and show the real world. And it's like breakthrough, clarity. Like, so I just want to read this sacred ecosystem. There's an exquisite intelligence to divine design. A way for every aspect of every being is made to serve the great plan of love. There is a story of a cracked pot which was used to carry water from the fountain to the master's table. Because of the crack, it leaked water along the pathway, arriving at a master's house with the partially full. What's the another pot cracked? That's just a story. We bring you the blessing of the sacred ecosystem. This is a gift of conscious connection, supportive relationship, and magnetism, which attracts to you the souls in your you need of your light, where you are once may have felt as though you were not in the right place. This blessing shall now rectify that. You are meant to belong and to contribute freely to serve to your true soul community. You are destined to feel as though you have found your way home and can attract and be attracted to those that can support and benefit from your support too. As you let go of the past rejection of the belief that you have accomplished your divine set life mission on your own, a fight to have your place in the world, you will allow the power of the sacred ecosystem to transform your life. Your life purpose shall flourish, and your experience of conscious connection with the world around you will heal your heart and soothe your soul. That's fucking perfect. So it's like a breakthrough. This is like getting clarity on what your purpose is in this soul ecosystem. So it's like attracting people, and there's lots of synchronicities, and it's just like spirit's really pushing you to be who you are. And also something's in Aquarius. I think Mercury retrograde is in Aquarius. Correct me if I'm wrong. So synchronicity, there's a lot of signs showing this way, and it's divine intelligence. Like this is all a divine plan. So like the web, so like I said, the web weaver, this sacred ecosystem. So when they're like showing me a web and someone like standing on like they're showing me a web and you're standing at one end of that thread, right? So it's like when you step on that web and you send out frequencies to it, it's a cause and effect. You're sending out a vibration around you, which attracts other people who are seeking that same similar kind of vibration, which is also why you have to let go of all these past fucking shit and the sadness and this grief and this betrayal and all these things that people have done to you in the past, because you're going to find, this is making me feel really emotional, like you're going to find that people that are meant for you and who value you. And this isn't even for your soul, like this isn't even for soul and spirituality. This is like romantic, right? Like they need your specific healing, they need your specific guidance, and you need them too. Like you need their specific. This is making me want to cry, guys. Like it's making you like you're finding the people that are here to be a teammate with, right? And it's also going from, I'm getting now romantic stuff as well. Like if you're seeking a romantic partner of some sorts, what do we need to let go of? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Communication. Praise dishonesty. The word Lord. Divine alchemy. So alchemizing this energy, the sad, there's a sadness around, like, letting go of like unpositive thoughts, communication. Divine alchemy. I haven't used this deck very much. 24. We bring you the blessing of divine alchemy. The divine alchemy is the art of transformation, the application of spiritual consciousness to the physical form. So profound that an entirely new form evolves. It is irreversible change. It is the coal transformation into the diamond, the lead of the sleep matter awakened into the radiant gold of consciousness. Successful alchemical transformation requires patience, courage, and belief in the power of the spirit above all else. The radical and permanent transformation effected by the divine alchemy may seem miraculous to the outsider viewing the changed form. Yet the alchemist knows that when spiritual consciousness meets physical matter, the world, it will never be the same again. So how can you alchemize these negative thoughts and to let them go? And it's like a miraculous thing, and I feel like pulling out another tarot. Like these codependent thoughts with this Nine of Pentacles, and I feel like reading that one for some reason. Nine of Pentacles. Accomplishment, refinement, independence, self-reliance, being resourceful, knowing you are in control of the situation. So financial and material security, enjoying the finer things, an inner sense of security, acting on your own, self-discipline. So again, codependent thoughts, like letting go of the need to think about everyone else. Like it's not just not think about everyone else. That came out wrong. But like back to that three of Pentacles, like caring too much about what people are thinking around you, right? Like looking for the people around you for that advice. And it's like, it's not to say that you're going to stop that completely, but it's just like, if people aren't bringing you healing, why the fuck do you care about what they have to say, right? Like, and just closing messages. A new start is coming. You are on point tonight, Spirit. Material wealth, true prosperity. So what is true prosperity? It's not just money. And no longer feeling defeated after tonight. And then I want one of these. Safe to be seen. Okay, they want me to read from that too. $11. Well, that's a divine number. We bring you the gift of safety to be seen. Our lifetimes you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity, liberate the human soul from fear, holy shit, and spread the message of love. You have spoken truth, shared messages, and inspired many. Yet in your visibility, sometimes you have felt misunderstood and vulnerable. You may have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for your empowering message you brought to the world. In you there is a memory of this. Although you wish to share your light with the world again, there are times when the thought of being seen doesn't feel safe. We are here to let you know that you are protected in divine grace. So that also goes back to your loved ones. If you want to, like, expressing yourself, your family is also protected. Your loved ones are protected. It is safe to open up to your inner knowledge and to share your message with the world. This reading is making me want to bawl my eyes out. The light is in you is stronger than fear. It is time to shine fearless and bright. Sorry guys, that's really beautiful, and I feel like a lot of people need to show that, because this world is a fucking illusion. It's a fucking illusion, and people don't see that. And it's just like, we've created these illusions for everybody, and like the collective good, it's like the collective good, and it's like an illusion. It's just like these stupid fucking constructs that mean fucking nothing. Like, they mean nothing. Like, it's an illusion. But people have taken that as the reality when it's not. So, like, that's what Spirit is trying to push you and me to express our true authentic selves, because it's just like, when we show our true selves, we are shifting, we are alchemizing that fucking energy, because of that illusion that is presented to everyone. And even though if people get upset with it, it's like you're still alchemizing it, because you're shifting the energy. And this world has made it so impossible, and made people feel so safe for being who they are. And these constructs like skin color and where you come from, your race, how much money you have, how little money you have, they don't fucking matter. Like, and that's the illusion here. And that's what this whole game is about, that Spirit is getting about. And I was literally thinking about this today. It's just like, Spirit is we don't care about each other anymore, for one. And it's just like, we care about these stupid fucking meaningless things about each other, and we nitpick it. We've actually gone backwards a little bit in that way, if you think about it, because we care too much about, oh, this person's black, or this person's indigenous. I am a firm believer of people of color rights and all those rights. But Spirit is literally saying, like, those are constructs that we've created to create divide within ourselves. And it's also because people of color, they can't be their authentic selves, because if they do, they get fucking shot or something, like fucking fucked up. And it's like, where do you stand in this web? And that's why that is why they're talking about letting go of fucking old beliefs, guys. Like, and that's why I do not believe in starseeds, because it just perpetuates more of this divide within people, because they're like, then you end up comparing each other. It's like, oh, I'm from the Palladian, right? Or I'm Andromedan. Like, who's the better one, right? Like, who's the top notch? And it just creates more of a divide. I hate to say that if you guys believe in starseeds. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, I'm presenting you a different reality. And if you don't agree with that, that's okay. But Spirit also says that you need to look inwardly, because there's divine guidance going on here, if that is the case that you believe in. Anyways, guys, that was a really great reading, and I feel like there's some kind of shift coming here majorly with this. There's a new start for everyone. Letting go. I want one more closing message, they said. What do you need? They really want to run home. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. The altar priestess. Maybe ask them for help. Yeah, again, the illusions. The illusions. What are the illusions in front of you? Take a hard look at the illusions. And they're like, look hard, because you're not... Because if you get upset with somebody that they're just presenting, like, I'm going to use the starseeds again. If you're getting upset with someone saying that starseeds aren't real, stop for a second and think about what you're trying to achieve collectively in the spiritual community. Melt into the divine desire. We're going to read that one. And that's a very fiery root one. This came out reversed, but I feel like it's upright. New beginnings in wealth, new prosperity. And I feel like reading for that one again. Ace of Pentacles, reward for effort, prosperity, abundance, realism. Practical accomplishment, tangible results, power to get what you need. Trusting in the situation. You're not trusting. They came up reversed because we're not trusting, but you need to let go of not trusting in yourself. Turning over a new leaf, being grounded in the real world. So this spread one is also about being getting more grounded in the real world, right? Like, this isn't about just, now they're making me go on another tangent. Spirituality is not just about bringing light into this world. We're here for a human experience. So if you're denying yourself that, it's not about trying to get to 5D consciousness. It's about bringing 5D consciousness into this world and transmuting the energy in this world. It's not to get to somewhere else, because we are of this earth. Goddess, pellet, and lava stone. Melt into the divine. We bring you the empowerment of melting into the divine desire. There is a time and a place on the spiritual path for detachment. So, like, when you're trying to change the vibration of this earth, bringing 5D consciousness, like, that's a way of detaching from the reality of this earth, right? Like, the ability to step back and perceive what the natural perspective can bring great clarity. There is a time for the mind to become clear and peaceful and upon a divine guidance, even if that means temporary loss of greater long-term gain. There is also a time to melt into divine desire, to allow your passion to motivate and inspire you to attain great progress on your divine life journey, where less frequent longing cannot. Desire doesn't have to be a distraction from your divine path. Desire doesn't have to be a distraction from your divine path. It can be a way you discover what has meaning for you and what you feel strongly enough about to never give up on. What actually has meaning, right? What you feel strongly enough to never give up on. Desire doesn't have to be a distraction from your divine path. So desire doesn't have to distract you from your divine path. Those are some words to think about after this reading tonight. Anyways, guys, I hope that resonates. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.